Hi, my name is Erica. I'm the millennial.
Hi, I'm Angie the Gen Z.
I'm Nano the Gen Z.
And today we're doing something special. Right, Nano?
Something different.
Something different. Today's theme is about a creepypasta. And we are going to have, for the first time ever in our podcast history, Nano's going to be telling
I'm going to try.
creepypasta.
I'm going to attempt.
Yeah, this is one of your favorites, right, Nano? From what I recall?
I really enjoy video game creepypastas, and so we're going to do another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I mean, how many have we done already? We've done the Majora's Mask.
I've only done like two. We've only done like one.
We only did
no, you did two. Lavender Town and this
then
one.
Lavender Town, yeah, and then Majora's Mask.
Lost Silver is...
Lost Silver is also another Pokemon one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So...
I was thinking of Sonic. Sorry.
Oh, should I do Sonic EX or should I do Lost Silver?
Nah, I do Lost Silver. I like Pokemon. So yeah, but before we start, did you guys want to say anything about how your day went? Your weekend or your week? We haven't had the weekend yet.
Not yet.
No.
I don't know. I guess it's been okay.
Nano's still going to school.
Yeah, I'm going to school.
Good job, Nano. Good job. Angie, you're still going to your room? Good job, Angie. Good job.
Thank you.
I'll be like coming home to Angie not being awake yet. I feel betrayed.
It's actually the life.
Because I go to school the entire time and Angie's still sleeping.
Yeah. And then I'm at work. It's pretty lame at work.
Pretty lame. At least you're getting paid.
Yeah, you're right. At least I'm getting paid. But yeah. So I mean, other than that, I haven't really I went to the gym.
Wow.
2 days.
Into the gains.
I feel pretty I'm actually really tired. I feel pretty accomplished, but tired.
We're testing something out right now. It took a long time to set up.
Yeah, we are. But
yeah.
Yeah.
And Angie didn't help with that either. So gaslighting you.
If you were gaslighting me, it would work.
It would work?
Yeah. If you were gaslighting me, it would work.
Angie, what does gaslight mean?
Like when you try to manipulate somebody.
Yeah, it's like you.
No, I'm saying like, if.
Are you really saying? I'm kidding.
Like you. I don't know what I was trying to explain.
Okay. Well, I mean, no. We're just gonna hand the floor to you because you have the story and you read, and we want to hear you and how literate you are.
I'm very illiterate. I'm probably the worst reader out of you guys. All you guys.
I said literate.
I heard illiterate.
I said literate.
I heard illiterate too.
And you?
Oh, Angie, you are illiterate.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Okay. Whenever ready,
Okay.
Nano.
You see, I'm a simple college student living alone in an apartment. I am very enthusiastic about the release of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Oh, is that what this creepypasta is about?
Yes, remember. So Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, that's the one that came out like wow. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl also came out. Cause you know how like every couple generations they release a remaster.
Yeah.
So that was that remaster.
Oh, cool. Go ahead.
Okay, I am very enthusiastic about the release of Pokemon Heart Gold / Soul Silver here in the States. I have purposely locked myself out of all media and the internet aside from school purposes. That means no 4chan, no /v/, no Bulbapedia, etc.
Hold on. Do you know what any of those are?
4chan, yeah, I know what 4chan
I have
is.
no
I
idea
know
what
what
those
Bulbapedia
are.
is. I don't know what /v is.
Angie, do you know what those are? All of them?
Not all of them.
Bulbapedia is like a Pokemon wiki kind of.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I do know what that is.
If I do recall, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because me and Eric used to have a really big Pokemon phase.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I do know what that is. I remember. I remember like searching up what Pokemon I wanted to get. I'll
search up best teams.
And yeah.
And it'd be like according to Bulbapedia.
Yeah. Pick like the best dragon type, best water type, best fire type.
I actually use that for my current. I use that for my current my current Gen 4 party.
Mhm. Okay, go ahead, continue. Anyways.
As I was busy with the school year and being poor at the time, I wasn't able to buy Soul Silver on its launch date. After my school year ended, I ordered Soul Silver on Amazon. However, it would take a week for it to arrive. I decided during that time I would replay my Crystal version on my Game Boy Color.
That couldn't be me. I have Prime.
But you don't have a Game Boy Color.
I don't have a Game Boy either. Go ahead.
However, I realized that long ago my mom threw it away because I told her my save went dead, and I was very upset about it then. You know what a dead save is?
She threw it away as mess.
No.
I would cry.
But so each Game Boy game back then, each Game Boy game back then had a battery on it.
Oh, okay, okay.
because you weren't really able to save. So that battery allowed it to save.
Oh, okay, okay. Continue. Sorry. Thanks for explaining this.
She also threw away my silver version. So so all I have is my Game Boy Color. As such, I set out to GameStop and bought a used silver version, as it's the only Pokemon game left that they had for the GBC. $10, fairly cheap. GBC's Game Boy Color.
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay, just making sure.
No, well, thanks for explaining. Because sometimes I'm like, what is that? And you don't explain.
I went home and started it up for a nostalgia trip. However, that's where things started getting bizarre, and most likely the reason why you read this. The Game Freak logo started up as normal, but it just froze there. I thought the cart was just errored or something, so I turned it off and on. The same thing happened. I tried pressing A and start over and over, and all the buttons. Eventually, the logo vanished, and there was a black screen for about 5 seconds.
I would be so mad. I'd be so
I'd be pissed.
mad and
My
sad.
$10 I just wasted.
Oh my god, I'd be so pissed. Especially if I was a broke college student.
Would you have returned it or just thrown it away?
I probably would have returned it. I'm petty.
Return it too.
Wait, can you return used Game Freak games?
It depends on the return policy of the store.
You have to just throw it away, I guess. Or resell it.
Resell it how? It doesn't work.
Yeah, how are you gonna
By
resell?
lying.
Oh yeah, huh?
But what if they want to test it out?
Food. That's why you sell it on eBay. Just make someone order
And
it.
that's why you just ship it and then put a no return policy.
Really? No, you
Or
guys are evil.
delete your account after they buy it.
You guys are evil. Okay, go ahead.
No.
No.
Oh, you're smart. Okay, no.
Go ahead.
Suddenly, rather than going to the usual menu screen, I was already in game in a previous saved file, which was odd as I was expecting all of the cards to have been wiped by the poor battery. Either way, I wasn't complaining as I had chosen the continue option to see what the previous guy did anyways. First off, I checked the trainer information. His name was ...
It's always a ...
He didn't have much originally. I checked his profile and apparently he had 999:99 hours put into the game with all 16 badges, 99999.9 Pokédollars, and all 251 Pokemon on the Pokédex. So if I remember correctly, in Pokemon Silver, I'm pretty sure you go to the Kanto region as well. So I think it's called the Johto region.
Yeah.
And then
Cancer?
Kanto.
Kanto.
Kanto. So I'm pretty sure after you beat that Elite Four, then you have the option to go to the Kanto region. Go over there.
Uh-huh.
And that's why you're able to get 16 Pokemon badges. Seeing as he apparently had Mew and Celebi logged also, I'm guessing he either used the Game Genie or he was really hardcore Pokemon player back then. I checked
He's
his
an amateur.
You know what a Game Genie is?
No.
So basically back then, well at least for Pokemon, they weren't like Game Genies was basically like an early way to hack Pokemon into your game. If I remember correctly.
Oh, to hatch Pokemon into your game? Hack?
Take that with a little grain of salt. That's if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I checked this Pokemon to see what badass team he has. To my surprise, I saw 5 unknowns and 6 Pokemon named Harry. I'm thinking that this was just some cool joke by the person who last played this game, but I decided to check out the profiles of these Pokemon anyways. As I expected, there were different letters of unknowns, all level 5. I was a bit shaky with my unknown alphabet at the time, but I identified the word spelled out to be leave.
Ooh.
As the 6th Pokemon, it turned out to be a Cyndaquil. Mind you, this was before they were individualized Pokemon icons. The Cyndaquil looked normal, but it was level 5 and only had 1 HP left, with only 2 attacks, Leer and Flash.
Lame. How is that guy? I mean, he did to be quirky.
This was said he needed to be quirky.
He needed to be quirky. He's all like, I'm gonna let the next
really
owner.
trying.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna let the next owner like figure this out. And he literally went and collected a bunch of unknowns and just made sure that they all spelled leave.
I know.
And then he left the little Cyndaquil there.
In Gen 4, when I found unknowns, I'm like, dang, I'm never gonna catch these Pokemon. Because they're like in this cave, and I'm like, dang, they're cool. But I'm not gonna catch them. I'm not gonna waste my Pokeballs on you.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, nah, I can find it better. Honestly, the whole point for me to like play and catch the for the Pokemon to be worthy for me to be for them to be caught, they had to have a cool evolution.
For
And
me,
then
I just gotta feel like I must think you look cool or like.
Nah, for me, yeah.
For me, at least for me, I don't go out catching random Pokemon. I like think of my team, and I look at the Pokemon like, yeah, it's me, my team, and I go look for that Pokemon. So I just don't. If I go I'm not really gonna go and like catch a random Pokemon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, me too. Like I have to think about it and be like, does it have the cool evolution? And I check and I'm like, yeah, he looks pretty cool. And also I'm like, is he strong? I'm like, yeah. Or sometimes I'm like, just for the heck of it, I don't have you. I'll just catch you.
But you always get a Magikarp though, because you always got.
Oh heck
Gyarados.
yeah, I have to have my favorite Pokemon is a Gyarados. Those things are majestic.
Yes,
I love it.
That's Erica's little quirk.
I always have to have it. It's freaking strong too. It's huge.
Any input on that, Angie?
Huh?
Any input on that?
I just like catching Pokemon that are cute. Yeah.
I'm ready to get bad at Angie for playing Pokemon Go, and she wouldn't like catch other Pokemon, or like she wouldn't involve them because she thought they were cute.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong
And
with
then
you?
me and Erica like, that's the point of Pokemon.
You have to
don't
capture them
care.
and involve them.
Capture them all, fool.
And then have the strongest one.
Yeah, to
My
be the very
strongest
best.
one is like a Hitmonlee right now. In Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah, I recently reinstalled Pokemon Go too.
I did not, cause we live in a small little city, so
Yeah, we live in a small little city.
we
so-
don't get that many cool Pokemon like you would in a,
No,
in a huge
surprisingly,
city.
I don't know if it's like just the game,
Did
but
they-
surprisingly, I've been getting a lot of the new starters.
So they probably like updated
Yeah, I think
it
it's
or
just the
like
game.
yeah they like did something on their side.
But right now, since I think it's hot outside, I saw that fire Pokemon get a boost in the fire attacks.
Really?
Yeah,
And then when it's wintertime,
probably gonna be
What-
like ice Pokemon.
the
or
ice
something.
Pokemon are gonna get a boost. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, I don't know why they named him Harry, but at the time I was disregarded it. At the time I just disregarded it. At the time I just disregarded it. The most eerie thing.
And at the
was-
time you what?
He disregarded it.
Okay. Did you?
The
I'm
time
gonna
he
leave.
what? No,
No, I'm just kidding. I
Say
just
it
had to make sure.
What do you say? He what? No.
No, stop. No. Continue.
Did you?
But at the time I just disregarded it.
Continue.
You said it right.
You said it right. Go for it.
Why do you laugh?
Because you're just funny to look at. Continue.
At the time, I just disregarded it. The most eerie thing was that, despite my volume being at max, none of the Pokemon he had said their usual cries. Just pure silence. Cause you know when you pick a
Oh,
Pokemon, you know like you hear
yeah.
their cry.
Yeah.
Having enough of the team, I closed it. I was parked at what appears to be a room inside a Bellsprout Tower. However, for some reason, there was no NPCs around. Even more airy.
It's because all the NPCs went to TikTok.
You're lame.
Yeah.
That's such a lame joke.
My favorite NPC is the old Victorian child.
What?
Have you not seen her? She's so
No.
funny. She like has like makeup on and she looks like she's sickly.
What did she say when she gets food? She's like,
And she's all like,
"May I give me the
food."
food, mister?"
No,
She's like, "Ooh,
that
can I
ain't
have some
funny.
more?
Yeah, she's like, oh, yummy food. May I have some more? And then she has like a fake rag with like fake blood on it.
I need
and
bullets.
and she cuffs on it. She's like, "Ugh." And she's all like, Mom, I coughing up the red.
I'm coughing up the red.
Yeah.
I need my
Yeah.
bullets.
And then she goes and she's all like,
I need my That's my favorite NPC.
and then she's all like,
too.
no peppers, only peas or something like that. Yeah, because you know how they said like the chiles. And then also like when the hats like pop up, she's like, I'm hallucinating my medicine. And then like she takes a drink of water. It's what I was watching it, so it was funny. I like her. That's like my favorite NPC.
Okay.
Anyways, continue.
Even more eerie was that the pillar in the middle didn't move at all, as if just leaning on its side. There was no music at all, and there was no exit or ladder, or at least I thought there wasn't. I walked around for a few minutes, but I can't seem to find a way out. This was certainly not a room that I've seen in Bellsprout Tower before. I tried checking my items for an escape rope, but the bag was completely empty. There wasn't any wild Pokemon either. I think Angie scared him away.
Delete. Especially,
Delete the save.
especially after having those unknowns there.
Yeah, I would
And
like turn
really
it off,
low,
turn it back on, delete the
And
save.
such a low syndical, I'd be like, not even, I wouldn't even feel bad. It's just delete.
Do you not know what happened the last time the other person deleted
What happened the last time?
in the last story?
What happened the last
He got
time?
haunted.
Oh, yeah, huh?
The Cynical finna come out to his computer. He just says.
As you're saying this, all I can remember was Julie having, like, the best team, right? And Nana comes and ruins it. Nana ruined, little, like, 3-year-old Nana
with
ruins
3DS
it.
or was it DS or?
It was in the DS Lite.
Okay. I was a little kid.
And freaking Nano, and then like for some reason,
Because in my head, I
you
thought
got-
my 3DS, my game. I can do what I want.
Oh, you ruined it. She made such good progress and you ruined it. And then apart from that, I think you only played with the first Pokemon that came up, and then that one was that turtle Pokemon, the like leafy turtle Pokemon. So then you
Leafy
like
turtle?
you like evolved it to like a Torterra or something.
Oh,
and then,
Turtwig!
and then it was like it was so overpowered, and then it wouldn't even listen to you anymore because you were such a low level like player yourself
Do you see that?
that like and then you didn't collect the required badges that it wouldn't listen to you when it would like be in the battle. And you ruined the game.
That's like...
You ruined it.
No, I was adding to my lore, okay?
Okay, Nano. Continue.
Finally, I managed to find a ladder, which turned out to be behind the pillar. The screen turned black, and music finally started playing. I had a sudden chill as I recognized the melody I heard to be the theme you hear when you listen to the radio at the Alpha Ruins, where the unknown are at. I immediately realized that that it wasn't a loading transition, but rather I was in a dark room and would need flash. Before I took care of that, though, I immediately checked my Pokegear to change the radio to something more pleasant, but it turns out there was no radio card, or even a phone, nor time cards. There was only a map card in which Gold, the player character, ... from earlier, and I will call him Gold from now on. I was just walking in the midst of black. I recall that Cynical has Flash, so I turned off my Pokegear and made Cynical use Flash. I didn't see any messages saying Hurry has used Flash or anything like that. The room just became lit, just like that. I soon regretted it. The room was chilling blood red with a linear gray path heading south of the ladder I used to go up/down was not there at all. I had no choice but to head south. The screen got darker every 20 steps I made, so I finally made it to the end, which appears to be a sign. I read the sign which said, "Turn back now."
But get closer.
Dun dun
Your
dun.
microphone.
So I can get better audio. What I'm saying, turn back now.
Wind.
It made your voice
Stop.
deeper. Huh?
Can you stop?
That was funny.
Can you stop, please?
That was so funny. Continue.
Suddenly, I was asked to answer yes/no, but there was no question asked. I chose yes, as I do not know what it was asking, and the screen went black again, making a ladder climb sound. The unknown radio music stopped, and in a few seconds, it was replaced with a not as scary Pokeflute radio music. I was in another dark room, but I held my breath and used Flash again. Suddenly, it said that Hurry has fainted, which was odd since I recall that there was no status condition like poison on him, and I clearly wasn't in battle. I checked my Pokemon quickly, and suddenly he's no longer in my party. In fact, after a bit of investigation, none of my Pokemon are there, but instead, all replaced with a level 10 unknown. I did the same thing as before and spelled out the unknown. My then team of unknown spelled out, he died.
He died.
He died.
The Pokemon.
That's so sad. That Cyndaquil was so cute. Continue.
Just staring. I was like,
I was waiting for Angie to say something.
I was just staring. I was like,
Either way, after that creepy change, the room was lit and revealed myself in a very small room that appears to be only 4 squares big, and the walls of the room were gray brick, as if I was inside of something that was hollowed out. Outside that room appears to be a bunch of graves similar to the ones in Pokemon Red and Blue. I walked around the small room and pressed A, but nothing happened. So remember, this ties back to Lavender Town. Lavender Town, there's a, I think it's Lavender Town. Is Lavender Town the one with the grave? The grave site?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So he's in a room similar to that one in Lavender Town.
Dang.
So they're like connected, kind of.
I don't think so, but
Oh, that'd
it's
be cool.
just because it's creepy.
Dang.
Continue.
I've already concluded that this was clearly a hacked game, as some sadist fuck sold it to GameStop. However, my curiosity kept me going. I checked the trainer's profile of ... again, only to find out that the sprite of Gold was missing his arms. He also seemed to appear less smug, but rather seemed more sad and empty in a way that I do not know how to describe it. For some reason, it was also now said that he has 24 badges, which was clearly impossible. After a few minutes of aimless wandering, my character suddenly spun and did the escape from spinning animation. Instead of flying up through, my character spun downwards slowly as if sinking. After the screen, the music stopped. After finally landing, the overworld sprite of Gold is colored differently now. Instead of usual red color, he dons and appears completely white now, including his skin. It's as if he comes straight from a colorless Game Boy game placed into a colored background of the Game Boy game. I checked his profile, now is as white as his overworld sprite. he lost his legs and has what appears to be bloody tears from his eyes, and also says now he has 32 badges, which now starts to disturb me as this change of numbers seems to represent something important. I also checked my Pokemon, which this time contained 5 unknowns and a level 100 Celebi without a nickname. The unknowns at the time, level 15, is spelled out dying. I checked the Celebi's profile. It was a shiny Celebi, except there was only half a sprite, 1 leg and 1 arm and 1 eye. It only has 1 attack. Perish song.
Dang. That's kind of morbid. That's pretty
See,
sad.
if I was a little child, I probably would have been like, let me go stop.
Yeah.
I would went up to you guys and be like, can you delete this?
Yeah.
Could you make a new save file? Can you play for a little bit and I'll delete your save after?
Nano would have Nano would have found a way to ruin that game, no lie.
I thought this would
Nano would have been like, I'm gonna get Tortwig back out and level up to level 50. Freaking Nano. You ruined it. The game, I still can't get over that.
Imagine how much time I had to
salty for
spend.
Julie.
Imagine how much time I had to spend to get level 50 in like the first route.
Yeah.
The first route. Every Pokemon's like level 2, max like level 4.
You probably don't know how to get up the first round, I know.
Yeah, cause he couldn't read. So he didn't know he was going. He just going round and round and round.
This game is fun.
Bro, this dude was literally out there. This dude was literally out there killing everything with his freaking level 50 Turtwig.
Level 50 Turtwig.
Well, yeah. Nano literally left like bodies everywhere. He didn't care. Nano kept looking, and he ruined the game. I can't get over that fact that you ruined Julie's game. I'm like salty for her. Go ahead, Nano, go ahead.
Well, it's her fault she's playing on my DS. my hacked 50 game 1 card game. I love those.
You love it. And yeah, and all you did was play on that one Turtwig
Yeah.
and evolved it. You
No, my
ruined the
Fallout Turtwig's
game.
pretty cool.
You had no business touching the game.
What do you mean? It's
No
my
business.
DS.
No business. There's a bunch of other games you could have played, but you decided to touch that one.
Well, yeah, because I saw Pokemon. And I'm like,
Well, you
I
know
like
what?
Pokemon.
At that time, I was honestly happy that he didn't touch the game I was playing.
Which one were you playing?
I
Were you playing
don't-
Diamond? Or
I-
were you playing? You playing?
I think either like a Ruby or a Diamond one. I think
Oh.
a Diamond. No. Yeah. I think so. And then like and then I think somebody else was playing another one. Then like, so I think there were 3. There was like Leaf Green. I don't know what else there was. And then there was the Diamond one, I think.
I remember playing Leaf Green on the little phone you guys gave us.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
I
Nice.
also had like a
By the
level
time I
20.
didn't really
That one I had
understand
like a
it,
level I had like a level 15 Squirtle, and I couldn't get past the first route.
You're so lame. You're so lame.
But I didn't grind as much to evolve it.
As always.
And I
Yeah.
restarted multiple times.
Shut up.
I restarted it multiple
Shut up.
times.
Nana's like, this is not fun no more. Let me go ahead and restart this.
And it gets to the Pokemon I picked, Squirtle.
No, stop.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
Disappointment.
Get out.
What about you?
Talk about you, Nano.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I hate you all.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna be in the next episode. No, I'm kidding. I quit.
No, you
Okay.
did not.
The area I was in itself was the Sprout Tower with the immobile pillar as before, except everything is apparently red now. I walked north for what felt like forever. Eventually, I finally encountered some generic man and woman NPC. They were all lined up to the side, just facing a long slantish pillar in the middle. Sorry, when you said NPC, I thought of the little Victorian child.
The Victorian child. Wait, when you said NPC, immediately I thought, I do not want to battle them. I'm gonna go around them. You know?
NPCs are so annoying. The trainers are so annoying.
For real.
I'm just trying to get to the next town, and they out here like, shit, battle.
Yeah, or my Pokemon are dying, and I'm like, I need to get to the
Nearest
to the
hospital?
nearest the nearest
Poke
Poke
Center.
Center, and I cannot afford me battling you right now. How dare you? Yeah,
Hey, you're
You're
a
all
trainer,
like-
and trainers fight. We should fight.
yeah.
And then I just demolished his level 2 Caterpie, and he's like, "How? I don't know how I've lost."
And the
Gets $30.
in the Pokemon game I play, if in the Pokemon game I used to play on Roblox.
Brick Bronze.
That one, and there's another one called Doodle World. It's just
You know how many times they've taken down Brick Bronze?
a lot of times, but
I used to play it.
whenever you would like just try to like leave not like a battle with like a random person that you encounter, like it takes away money from you.
You can't leave the battle and there's no person
Dang.
around.
Oh, like, oh.
That's what you get.
That's how you move around.
I
them,
was
so.
weak.
And I feel like in Roblox it was easier to move around them because you got like more.
I mean,
range
yeah,
of
but
motion.
same time, like I would have to go through grass.
Too, so
It's either that or I'd have to go to grass. No, I think I would have to like cross their path. I would have to, no matter how far it was.
You probably would have demolished them.
Me?
But no, and she probably only caught the cute Pokemon that she saw.
I did.
You're lame. No wonder. No wonder.
Give me a starter.
No wonder you kept losing.
Yeah,
Because they're
Jen.
ugly.
Go ahead, no.
What do you mean?
No, go ahead, no.
I wasn't losing.
They're also white and nothing happens when I try to speak to them. I kept on going north until eventually the pillar finally appears chopped off with transparent red in that spot. I went up to the red and without even pressing A, I was suddenly engaged and finally in a battle. The music starts again, which it sounds like the unknown radio music again, but it's played backwards. Gold's battle back sprite matches his front one with the bloody eyes, white skin, and lack of arms. And red sprite was the same as before in GSC, except transparent. The text simply said, wants to battle as if he has no name. And both of us only have one Pokemon each, which is weird as I swore I had 6 unknowns. My shiny suddenly came out conveniently with half a sprite for a back sprite. Also, the shiny noise and animation was different, as the sounds it made sound like multiple screech attacks used consecutively. Red sent out a seemingly normal male Pikachu except it was level 255, and his sprite seemed sad and had tears in his eyes. Rather than the usual fight, item, Pokemon run menu, I was given the option to use the attack. Since Celebi only has one, I chose it. Naturally, since Pikachu was level 255, he went first. Pikachu used Curse, lowering his speed, increasing his other stats. I'm not even sure if Pikachu can use Curse. Celebi used Perish Song. In 3 turns, both Pokemon got KO'd. Not like I have a choice. At this point, I didn't even go back to the fight menu, as the battle just continued without me. Also note that there was no animations at all for some reason. Pikachu used Flail, which didn't do much damage despite his level and boost of his health was maxed. Celebi used Perish Song. Nothing happened as it was already used. Pikachu used Frustration, which did a shit ton of damage, knocking Celebi down to less than 10 HP. Celebi used Pain Split, which surprised me as Celebi didn't even have that attack in the first place. Now Celebi and Pikachu have about 150 HP. Pikachu used Mean Look. Not like that did anything. As expected, due to effects of Perish Song, my Celebi fainted, except the text said Celebi had died. Pikachu used one more different attack beyond the 5 attack limit. Pikachu used Destiny Bound. Afterwards, it said Pikachu has died, which with a slow fade out animation. Apparently, I was the winner, as the transparent red sprite showed up and said ... At that point, I just freaked out, and the transparent red sprite was suddenly beheaded, leaving nothing but his transparent body. The battle then ended at the point of fading out along with the music. I'm back in the overworld with other changes to the Gold sprite. He's now as transparent as Red's overworld sprite. I quickly checked Gold's profile, where this time the only thing remains of him is his head with a transparent skin. The head was zoomed in a bit, showing a black void in his eyes. It now stated that he has over 40 badges. I then backed out and checked my Pokemon. They were all level 20 shiny unknown Pokemon. When spelled out red, no more. I was at what I know is next to end. There was apparently no music playing, but for some reason it still felt like something was there that couldn't be heard. I was back in the room in New Bark Town. Maybe finally I get to play this game properly. Who am I kidding? I knew the sadistic fucked must have done something. I walked around my room to interact with things, as I'm a bit afraid to go down the stairs to see what was awaiting down there. No, I said walked, as while the background was moving, Gold was not moving his transparent limbs at all. While doing so, just floating like they're ghosts you see in Diamond and Pearl. As expected, the radio, computer, and TV did not work, so I had no choice but to go downstairs. I ended up in the same lower level room of my house, except everything appears normal, except Mom isn't home. After failing to interact with anything in the room, I decided to go outside. To my surprise, the doors leading outside at the south didn't work, and instead I just walked straight through into a void. I continue moving south to see what the fuck was going on. My house vanishes as I head south into the void. It was creepy as when I entered the void, that online gold transparent sprite turned white to contrast the pitch black. Eventually, I reached the white area and Gold sprite turned black and transparent again. I continued south without thinking of stopping at all. After a long trek south, I finally encountered something. It was Gold's regular sprite. I talked to it and he said goodbye forever, notably with a space in between the forever and ... and has vanished. As that happened, it said question mark, use nightmare, which that point being possible, Gold did another escape rope animation, spinning slowly downwards like before. I'm now back into the small hollowed out room surrounding by graves earlier, or at least I say I was back there, as there's no sprites anymore. I tried to walk around, but nothing moved, not even a wall bumping noise. I checked my trainer profile with absolutely no gold sprite left. It said I have 0 badges, and all my pictures of the Johto gym leaders and the buttons were replaced with skulls. I checked my Pokemon, which were all level 25 unknown. As expected, it spelled out a phrase that I dared to read. I'm dead.
This character passed
I thought
away.
he was gonna say I'm gay.
No, I did that to you.
No. Okay, continue.
As soon as I went back to the room I suddenly was in was covered with the same blocks on the wall, and then figured out what exactly that room was when the final text was said, R.I.P. ... The room was a big grave, surrounded by other graves. Gold has already been dead. He died presumably a few years ago after he defeated Red. He was a young trainer who, despite his efforts in collecting so many badges and attempts at being the Pokemon Master, was still unable to avoid his inevitable fate of death, and his efforts were eventually forgotten by the next generation. I was unable to escape from that text no matter what I pressed. I tried restarting the game, and the same thing happened, at which then I finally decided to give up on this horrible nightmare. After that experience, I will never look at the gimmick quotations unknown the same way again. They say only the first generation had folk tales and legends, but the second generation have shown me how unpleasant the truth can be. I eventually enjoyed Soul Silver immersively, but I still can't unthink what that rigged game has told me. Little fun fact: in September of 2010, a completed fan made game of Lost Silver was made.
Wasn't like
Really?
a fan made game
Yeah.
of Lavender
That's pretty
Town
cool.
also made?
Yeah, let me know what else was
What
made.
the heck? Can we play that?
I'm pretty sure there's
You want
also
to?
like
I
a
could probably get you that.
Do you need like a
Yeah, you're gonna
like
need
an emulator or
Yeah, you're
something?
gonna need an emulator.
Never mind. I don't want to be scared.
wasn't there like
There's videos though. We can look at videos if you want.
wasn't
videos
like
on
Legend
YouTube.
of Zelda wasn't
Yeah.
that
Ben Drowned also became a
Yeah.
game.
Really?
mostly all the creepypasta
Yeah.
video games are video games now because fan made.
Yeah. So basically, any like creepypasta that had video games, basically have a fan made version of it.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty sure there's also Jeff the Killer game, but like it's not like official.
Squidward.exe.
Squidward.exe.
Sonic.exe.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I think it originated on Sonic RNO.
Probably.
That's what I think. I don't know. But yeah, I just finished my story. That's kind of long.
Yeah.
Well,
Dang,
at least
so
for us, it was
that-
kind of long because I messed up a lot.
it's kind of like the Ben Drown, but not really, because the Ben Drown seems like he was actually being tortured by
This one is just like
like a soul that's
Yeah.
in the game, and this one is just that
Oh, we were in the
somebody
game.
like hacked the game and left like really disturbing like
Was it somebody
images
that hacked
in the
Do
game.
you think somebody hacked the game?
I feel like it may be
Or just
because
the word game.
yeah, unless it's like a version of the game that one of the developers had. Because remember in that remember in the Nickelodeon Studio one with the SpongeBob Lives episode. You know how like
Or the Mickey like
Yeah.
creepypasta where like there was like a lost episode as well, and like
It's
it
probably-
and it was just like Mickey like crying, or was it that one? Yes,
Yeah,
it was
Suicide
Suicide
Mouse.
Mouse. There you go.
maybe it was like a hidden version of a game that they never meant to release but somehow got out. Because it's like it didn't say anything about any ghost. It didn't say anything about any spirits that were in it, but it did just say that that Gold did die after he defeated Red.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably just like an unreleased version of the game that was never meant to be released.
Oh dang. Wow.
That was an experience that I'm never wanting to do again.
That you never want to go
Yeah.
through again is do you see now how hard it is to have to like
Yes.
read off of your phone, and yeah, and you know why sometimes Angie and I make it short or try to like short it
Yeah.
up a bit, and you're like, eh, that was so short, and we're like, okay, no, you know. But I mean, like it was interesting, and I feel like I get this one a lot more because I actually played it,
Yeah.
and I instead of like the Legend of Zelda one, I played Zelda.
When I heard the Lavender Town one, I was in my third period, I think. I was getting so like mad because you didn't get any of this. I thought you were gonna be the one person that would get all this.
The Lavender Town one.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, never mind.
Okay, that's right, Nano. That's right. It better be never mind. It better be never mind.
Yeah. Rain.
That's what I thought, Nano.
Rain.
So
Blue
I
Natural
mean,
Face.
if that's all that we have, I mean,
Yeah.
I liked it because I understood a bunch of like, I can like envision it in my head.
Maybe the next time I do one, maybe I can do like a different game one, or I don't know.
Maybe yeah, or
Maybe I
the
can do
next theme, guys, is gonna be. I think it's an urban legend.
I'm not
next
doing
theme.
that. I'm not doing that.
You could try to find an urban legend.
Nelly.
Actually, no, right?
No, I'm quitting.
No.
I'm putting it in my 2 weeks.
No, you're not.
You don't get paid.
I don't
You
need
didn't
to
get paid. I don't even get paid for this.
I don't either.
You know, you're in your pajamas still.
Okay then, guys.
Still in your
I
outside
think
clothing.
that's it.
Well, yeah.
And then my outside clothing too. Okay, I think that's it for today, right, guys?
Yep.
All right, awesome. So please join us next Wednesday for another amazing episode. Like I said, we're gonna be doing an urban legend, and we'll see what kind of urban legend either Angie or I come up with. But yeah, it'll be pretty fun. That's it. Please look at the socials. Please follow, like, and follow. Share them as well, just so we can get more listeners. And yeah, that's it for today. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.